Well, hi and welcome. Top 28 marketing mistakes and how you can fix them. I'm Brad Sugars, chairman and founder at Action Coach, and we're going to go through these 28 mistakes, and I'm going to show you how they happen and how to fix each and every one of them. I'm going to dive into the first one first. Number one biggest marketing mistake people make right now is not actually having people on their marketing team. Okay, in days gone by, marketing, a lot of it was more advertising, where your budget was allocated to actually running the ads. Okay, you had an agency, you had that stuff, they ran the ads. In this day and age, a lot of marketing is about doing, okay, and doing the social media, posting, creating the content, doing the things, having human beings. So whereas historically marketing budget was, 80% or more was to advertising, today we see more than 30, 40, 50% of marketing being wages for people to actually do the job. You need human beings in the marketing team to get the work done that allows the other marketing mistakes to be corrected, if that makes sense. All right, number two, a me focus. The old way, when I first learned marketing, I learned of the WIIFM, what's in it for me. If I look at your website and I see this, we do that, I, we, us company name, instead of you will benefit by this, you get this, here's how this impacts you, okay? The word you is the most important word in marketing today and always it's going to be, whether it's a blog article, whether it's an email that you're doing, whether it's a website with languaging. Remember this, FAB, fact, advantage, benefit. Yes, state the fact of the product. So that means give the benefit of that and then link it with a so that, okay? The word so that and what this means to you is gets you to the benefit, okay? Fact, advantage, benefit, big part of it. Number three biggest marketing mistake. Wrong pricing. Yes, most marketing is done with wrong pricing. It is trying to be too cheap. If we can look at one aspect of pricing, discounting versus adding value. Discounting kills marketing, by the way. Okay, let me explain to you why. If I do a discount strategy, not only do I lose profitability on that strategy, but I bring in discount-focused customers, I don't breed customer loyalty, and I've got someone who will go to anyone else if they offer a cheaper price, okay? Adding value, on the other hand, is where we actually give people more of what they want. So it's not about the price, it's about the value that you create. So a simple example of this, let's say you're buying a suit, okay, or buying a jacket, and I gave you the shirt worth $100, let's say, okay? If I gave you a discount of $100, like cash discount, if I took, it was a $1,000 jacket and I took a 10% off, I've just lost $100 in cash. If I gave you a shirt worth $100, I've added value. The shirt probably cost me $30, not the $100, if that makes sense. Add value, don't discount. Number four marketing mistake, and I get it. These are strategy. We're going to get into tactics in a minute. Number four marketing mistakes is not knowing your numbers, not measuring the result, not asking every customer, by the way, how did you find out about us? Not having a tag on every single thing you put up online, not measuring where did customers find you, and therefore knowing what marketing is working and what is not. Measurement is massive. See, if you write it down this way, marketing is math. If the math adds up, if the marketing is an investment, you see, when I wrote my book, Buying Customers, one of the things that I want to really focus you in on is that it costs money to buy a customer, okay? And if we don't measure that, then our marketing doesn't make money. We have to measure it to know that it's making money for us or not. Number five marketing mistakes, just one lead generation strategy, meaning that all my customers come from walk-by traffic, or all of my customers come from one type of advertising, or I get all my business from Yelp, or I get all my business from referral. One methodology of getting all your customers doesn't work. We have a rule we call the rule of 10 by 10. We want 10 different strategies bringing in approximately 10% of our leads. if we've got that and one of them stops working, we've still got 90% of our lead flow happening. Break that down even further. If I'm, say, Facebook advertising, I don't want just one ad running on Facebook. I want 10 different ads or more that are each bringing me 10% of my customer base type thing. So I'm breaking it down. I'm not reliant on one marketing methodology to get me all of my new business. Number 6 biggest marketing mistake, no goals. Okay. The number one thing I ask someone when I ask them to set a marketing plan in place is how many new customers do you need to buy each day or week? Okay. How many new customers do you need to buy each day or week? Now, when people say to me, I want as many as I can get, that's the wrong answer, right? The answer is, okay, Brad, we can sustain bringing on 10 new customers per day, every day for the rest of time. Or we can sustain 1 new customer per week for the rest of time. It can't just be, oh, well, I need 20 now. No. How many do you need per day, per week, and that sort of thing? So once you know, okay, I got to get 10 new customers, then all of a sudden I do it. Now, we also have a formula, and you can jump on my YouTube channel here, or you can jump on any of my things, Brad Sugar's 5 Ways, okay? It's in my first ever book, The Instant Cash Flow, or The Billionaires in Training's Guide to Cash Flow. That 5 Ways formula is leads by conversion equals number of customers, number of customers by repeat business rate, the number of transactions by average sale equals gross sales, okay, revenues, turnover, depending on where you're from in the world, and sales multiplied by margins gives you your profit. So it's called 5 areas, leads, conversion, transactions, average sale, and margins. You need goals in all 5 areas. And because you're measuring back when we did number 4, you know what your numbers are in each of the 5 areas. You set a goal in each of the 5 areas, and hey, presto, we've got what we need to get, okay? We can now develop the plan. Well, that also brings me to number 7, okay? Number 7, big marketing mistake. No budget or no decided budget. Now, I want to change your thinking around budget just for a second. If you need to buy 4 new customers a week, if that's how many you need to buy, right? You sit down and say, I need to buy 4 new customers per week, every week for the rest of time. Fantastic, okay? I prefer daily numbers, but I'm okay with weekly. Your budget needs to be, how much do I need to invest to buy those 4 customers? Not, okay, my budget is X% of revenue, or my budget is this many thousand per whatever. No, your budget needs to be, if you know that buying a customer for you costs $1,000, okay, 1,000 pounds, 1,000 euros, whatever the number, all right, and you want 4 new customers, you know then every week you need to allocate 4,000 to buying new customers. That's how your budget works in the real world of marketing. How many do you want? What's the budget need to be to buy that many? Number 8 biggest marketing mistake that I see out there in the world is no marketing plan. If you're not already working with an action coach, please have a chat with them about how you can build your marketing plan, but not planning the calendar of when the marketing is going to happen, not planning the target audiences, not planning the campaigns, all of these things. Not having that marketing plan, or it just means that the marketing won't get done. Therefore, the growth won't happen. You got to have people, you got to have a budget, you got to have goals, and you got to have a plan if you want it to get done. Okay, very, very simple. All right, let's start to get into the tactics side of the marketing mistakes. Marketing mistake number 9. Going for 1 new customer at a time instead of 100 new customers at a time. Outbound is sales, inbound is marketing. Let me explain that to you. If I'm going to a networking function and I go to that networking function and I grab a card and I meet another person, I get their card, and I meet another person, I get their card, that's outbound. If I go knocking on doors, if I go and do dialing the telephone, each activity gets me 1 customer if I'm successful, okay? That's sales oriented. Marketing is where we want 100 or 1,000 or 200 or 50 or 25 to come to us. Marketing is getting them to come to us. Sales is going out chasing them. So the philosophy of getting them coming to you is really what marketing is all about. Number 10, the wrong target audience, or in fact, no target audience, or too broad of a target audience. Oh, Brad, I've got my target audience. It's all business owners in my area. No, that marketing doesn't work that way. If you were to target business owners, let's say, and you said, Brad, my target audience is medical professionals that have a team of 5 or more people that are working in their business on a day-to-day basis, right? Within a 5-kilometer radius. Now we can write marketing, we can create a video, we can create ads, we can create content that targets that person. You got to get far more targeted. Think of it as like a dartboard, I guess. You know, think of it that you want 20 target audiences, or 21 if you include the bullseye type thing. Some of them are only worth 1% and some of them are worth 20 type thing. But you've got to have multiple very targeted audiences to get the real results. And I think a big part of succeeding at that is working out, doing your internal market research, like looking at your customer base you already have and saying, who are our best customers and what's the similarities in all of our best customers? And then looking at the external market and saying, you know, what is out there? Who are the people we should be selling to, whether it's B2C or B2B, getting clear on what the market size, shape, form is, and then deciding who you want to market to. Mistake number 11, the wrong offers, okay, or no offers at all. That's probably an even bigger mistake, is not making an offer in your marketing, like not doing a call now, contact us, DM me here, click this button, go to this, fill in this questionnaire, do something. Like, you've got to make an offer, which means you have to have what's called a call to action. Get them to do something, okay? Get them to take action, and that way you get the results of what it is that you want. And if I can go one step further there, too much marketing today, the offer is, hey, we just met, let's get married. No, you wouldn't do that. If you met someone at a networking or at a bar or through a friend, you wouldn't go up to them and say, hey, you know, we've just met. This is all the good things about me. Why don't we get married? No, what we want to do is ask people for a coffee, okay? So subscribe to my newsletter, download this ebook, connect with us on this. Get them to do a small step so that they're building that know, like, and trust factor with you. Build the relationship. Don't just do it the other way around, all right? I guess the simplest way to say that is, get them to raise their hand. That's this new book, Raise Your Hand Marketing. Read that one, study it, watch my webinar on that whole subject on my YouTube. Subscribe, by the way, make sure you're subscribed. Get them to raise their hand and then farm. Too much marketing is hunting. You know, go down, look for a target audience, throw a spear and hopefully get one. No, farm. Get them to say, hey, I'm interested, and then build a relationship with them. Mistake number 12, using the wrong words, not testing the words. See, I've talked to you about measuring. I want to chat with you about testing. Pictures, wrong words, wrong layout, all of these things can impact an ad. Now, if I go to Google, okay, let's just use Google as an example. If I'm going to run Google ads, and I can go and put up 10, 20, 30 different images. I could go and put up 10, 20, 30 different texts, different headlines, different offers, different call to actions. So I can come up with this matrix, and let's say I've got 10 pictures, 10 headlines, 10 different call to actions, and 10 different offers. Well, I got a lot of testing to do. So first of all, I can run all of it with one picture. Then I change the picture, change the picture, change the picture. One of those 10 pictures is going to get a much better result than the other 9 pictures. Does that make sense? Then I change the headline. Once I've worked out which photograph works the best, or which video, or which whatever, I can then change the headline. And from the headline, one of those 10 is going to work better than all the others. So now I got photos that's working. I got a headline that's working. Then I can do a call to action. Call me now, download this, do that, DM me, whatever. Okay, click this link. And I can test through 10 different ways to ask them to opt in, ask them to raise their hand. And then finally, I can have different offers. Download this ebook, get this, join a webinar, subscribe to this. You know, there's many different ways to do it. The challenge is a lot of people get very lazy in their marketing. Now, here's the interesting thing about doing all of that. Let's say I have a budget for my marketing campaign of $5,000 total, right? Can I use $500 of that, 10% of that, and test all of those different things with a small budget before I invest it in the big budget? Yes. If I go and test it, put $5 on this, $5 on that, and see if anything happens, then we know what we're doing, okay? So using the right ones is a matter of testing and measuring, okay? Mistake number 13, not being consistent. If I was to put that in a very simple format, the only marketing that works is consistent marketing. I would rather have 100 small ads running all day, every day, than one big Super Bowl commercial type thing. You know, I'd rather have the ability to have everyone that's searching for what I'm looking for to find me than to have it up one time, one day, 1 hour of the day type thing. That to me is it. Consistent marketing gets results. It's like consistent social media, consistent posting, consistency in marketing is the key. Newsletter, consistently, all the time. Number 14 mistake, being too fancy. I see people that go into marketing and think it's all about being fancy, being creative ads, and I want to create the next viral video, so I'm going to be super creative. I'm going to do all these things. And listen, marketing is about communication and education. It's helping people make a decision to buy. It's helping people understand your product, your service. It's helping people buy from you. So if you do great marketing, it's not about being fancy schmancy. Yes, you have to have nice pictures, and yes, you have to have video content and all those sorts of things. But it's not about that in most cases, okay? In most cases, it's about communicating, educating, getting the right message to the right people in the right way, okay? Number 15 mistake, not having any content. In today's world, content is king. Think of it like a billboard, okay? Every blog article you put out there is like a billboard. And the more blog articles you have, the more chance someone has of finding you. The more videos you have on YouTube, the more chance there is of someone finding you. Now, you got to do it right, of course. Blog articles, I see so many places where they just think it's volume. Just throw up an article, throw up an article. No. You've got to use software, and you got to use the right things to be able to build a blog article that Google will rate and rank. If it doesn't have photographs, if it doesn't have an infographic, an FAQ section, if it doesn't have, it's not going to get there. So it's not just about creating volume of content. I would rather you had one great blog post per week than 5 bad ones a day, okay? It's that greatness and that quality of content that is out there. Think of it this way. People have questions, you've got to answer them, okay? People have questions about what they're going to buy. It's best if you can answer them. Mistake number 16, opposite of mistake number 15, only doing content, okay? If you're only doing content and you're not actually running ads, then you're missing out. The content, and think of it this way. Social media is where you test your content, okay? You put it up on your Facebook or on your LinkedIn or on your Twitter or on your TikTok. If you put it up there and it gets an amazing result, that's telling you, hey, you should probably run ads for this one here, okay? You should probably turn this into a campaign, turn it into a marketing thing. See, content will get the people who are coming to find you. Content is for people who are looking to have them help find you, okay? Advertising and marketing is to help you get in front of the people that you want to find, okay? They don't know they're looking. They don't know they need to look. But when you put something in front of them, they recognize, didn't even know I needed that type thing. You know, that's what we're looking for. So yes, you have to be there when they're looking for you, but you also want to be trying to find them, okay? 2 ways of marketing, very important. Number 17, I think we're up to. Number 17 biggest mistake in marketing is not asking for referrals or not having a systemic referral system. Okay, a referral system, and if, again, read the book, my book, Instant Referrals, a systemic way of every single person being asked for referrals, whether it's an affiliate program, whether it's a referral ask. 4 key factors to it. Number 1, you got to ask everybody, and it should be automated. Asking people should be automated. It should happen no matter what, okay? Second, you got to make it easy for them, okay? Give them a gift card, a gift voucher, referral voucher, something they can use to pass on to others, okay? Number 3, reward them. Even if it's just a thank you. When they send you a referral, thank that person. If you can send them a gift, if it works out economically, fantastic. But thank them, reward them, and be okay with that. And finally, point number 4, go out of your way on referred customers. Why? If I refer someone to you and you mess that up, not only do you mess up that one, but you mess up my relationship with you now. A referral is a double-edged sword. It's great, but if you mess it up, you lose 2 transactions or future of 2. But also you lose that the person referring stops referring to you. When someone is a referrer, and I tell all my clients this, if you know who the people are that send you referrals, they're like your super users, okay? You got to take care of them at a level above and beyond the way you take care of anyone else in the business or any other customers in the business. What are we up to? Number 18, no strategic partners or strategic alliances. Big mistake. When you look at building relationships, are there businesses, groups, companies, associations, organizations, media outlets, are there people that are in touch with your customer base that are non-competitive to you? Yes, there's a massive number of people who are non-competitive to you that are in touch with your customer base, okay? Either they sell to them, they provide stuff for them, they service them, something along those lines. Make a list of who are the 20 industries or groups that would be aligned with you. Like if I run a beautiful restaurant in a certain area and I say, you know what, the gymnasium down the street would be great. In fact, there's 10 gymnasiums around here that I should build a relationship with so they can start referring people to me. And go build those relationships. Some of them will take a day. Some of them will take 2 years to build the relationship. But if you're going to be in business a long time, those relationships count. Build strategic partners or strategic alliances where you can work together to help each other grow the businesses. Number 19, mistake people make of my top 28, no follow-up. Once they get a prospect, they don't keep in touch. They don't have a newsletter. They don't have automated systems of communicating. Your CRM should be set up with automated communication. And at the very beginning, they should get the same thing each time. But then they go onto that newsletter and they keep in touch. And you cycle follow-up phone calls through and you keep in touch. It's that ability to keep in touch. You automate it and you humanize it, okay? Make sure that follow-up happens. And it's almost like someone said to me, well, in fact, I was asked this question on a podcast recently, when, Brad, should we stop following up? When they say, please take me off your database. That's when you should stop following up, okay? Not before that. Keep in touch. That brings me to mistake number 20, no actual database. Mistake 20 is not having a database, not having a great CRM, and keeping in touch. Now, not just with customers, but with prospects, past leads. Everybody needs you to keep in touch with them. Having a great database with more information, the more data you have, the better your decision making and the better your marketing can be. Number 21 of my top 28 mistakes and how you can fix them. No reviews or testimonials. Oh my God, how important are testimonials and reviews today? Getting people to do a review. I had to learn this the hard way back when sort of reviews started online. I remember when I first published my book, it was like I didn't ask my best customers to go and write reviews. And I had to learn, if you don't ask them to write reviews, they're not going to. The only people who are going to write reviews are the ones that don't like you type thing. So you got to ask for reviews. You got to ask for testimonials or ask to interview your customers and put it on video. The more you can get information from your customers are better salespeople for you than you will ever be. So get them on video, get them on reviews, get those 5 stars. Make sure you have that on your Google My Business page, on any other review site that is in your industry. Follow it and do it well. Number 22, a wimpy website. Yes, I called it wimpy, okay, because most websites just don't do a good enough job. They are not big enough and strong enough and robust enough to do a great job. What does that mean? Well, first of all, there's the technical side of your website. You know, how many negative backlinks, all the things from the technical side of your website. Flip that over and you say, okay, what else is there that we need to do? Well, from a content point of view, you got to educate. Remember this, right? 20 years ago, people would go to a salesperson to learn about things. They would go to a car dealership and get the brochure. Today, that's not the way it works. You go to the website. You basically can build the car yourself right there on the website. Most people in today's world are 70 to 80% through the sales process before they reach out to a customer. 40% of people are saying, I don't even want to deal with a salesperson. If I can buy it without dealing with a salesperson, that makes my life even better. See, Amazon has trained people so well to be able to be 1 or 2 clicks to buy anything type thing. So your website has to give them the information. You want more information on your website than ever before. You want them to be able to read everything about your product, about your service, compare it with others. What's the price? What's this? And people say, I don't want the price on my website. Yes, you do. Well, my competitors might find out. Your competitors already know. You know, people, if someone goes to your website and can't find a price, they're not going, oh, shoot, you know what? I should just keep hunting. No, they go back and they go and find another website that does have a price, or at least a price guidance. Okay? Make sure that your website allows someone to make 70 to 80% of the decision of buying whilst on the website. Number 23 biggest mistake is no SEO, search engine optimization. What do I mean by this? Listen, permanent marketing beats instant marketing. Let me say that again. Permanent marketing beats instant marketing. Your post on your Twitter, your post on TikTok, your post on Instagram, your post on Facebook, they're gone. 24 to 48 hours later, they are gone essentially, right? You might get a few people that see it a year or 2 later, but they're basically gone. A video on your YouTube lives forever. Picture on your Pinterest lives forever. Article on your blog lives forever. We've got to focus on the forever marketing. Now, most of the forever marketing is things that send them to your website. Your Pinterest takes them to your blog. It's an infographic, goes to your blog. It's a thing that brings them to your blog. Your videos on YouTube, they become articles for your blog, okay? They're linked to your blog. If someone wants to read the whole article type thing, it links them back to. So that having the information on your website, and with YouTube, you've got, again, the same as your website, your blog, you write your blog to make sure it ranks on Google's algorithms. Your video on YouTube has to rank on YouTube's algorithms. When someone searches YouTube, they've got to be able to find your video. So you've got to have the right, all of those things need to be thought through. And whether you need a professional, I often, with things like this, go and seek out professionals because this stuff changes so fast. It's generally hard to have someone on your team that's great at it, that's up to date. It's generally easier to get someone whose company is just that. Like, this company, all they do is YouTube. Excellent. Let's go work with them because they know everything YouTube. They've got 4,000 customers who just do YouTube. Love that company. I'm going to work with them. We're going to learn everything we can from them, by the way. It's one of the keys to working with an agency is learn everything from them. Don't just pay them to do it. Pay them to teach you how to do it. Mistake number 24, weak social media, okay? And what do I mean by weak social media? Social media needs to be social. It needs to be interactive, okay? Now, let's be really blunt about this. If like I'll just use me as an example, right? On my social media, if all I put up there is how to grow your business, how to build wealth, how to have a successful life, it gets boring after a while, right? But if I go and put a photo up of my house with my Christmas lights, everyone gets excited by that. If I put a video up of me at the Stanley Cup final celebrating that, everyone gets excited over that stuff. It's got to be social. And if you use Gary Vee's numbers, it's like 3 social or 4 social, then 1 thing promoting the business. 3 things that are exciting, then 1 that promotes type thing. Weak social media is all about, just promotion. It's boring. Remember, social media has got to do one of the 3 E's. It's either got to raise emotion, entertain, or educate. Emotion, entertainment, and education. Generally in that order. Get them emotional, get them doing that. Tell the stories. A story is worth far more. I had to learn the hard way again that it's not about me saying, here's how you do this. It's, here's how I had to learn that. Tell the story. People love stories. They're not about, tell me what I should do, Brad. They're about, tell me the story of how you learned that, Brad. Okay? Whew. Mistake number 25 of my top 28. No Google AdWords. Google AdWords, YouTube AdWords, even Amazon ads these days. When people are searching for a product, when they're searching for a service, when they are searching, they are ready to buy. Now, sometimes you can rank organically for those things. But if you don't rank organically and you don't have an ad up there, if you have a restaurant and you're a Thai food restaurant, and I type in Thai food restaurants to Google on the maps, right? And you don't have your Google My Business page done, and you don't have Google ads being paid for, I don't even see that you are there. Make yourself visible. When someone is searching, they should always find it. Back in the day, and some of you are way too young to even remember this, there was a thing called Yellow Pages. I wanted the biggest ad right at the front of the section so that anytime someone searched for that product, they saw me first. Google ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, they're all got to be there. When someone's searching, you've got to be in front of them. Okay? Always think of that way. Number 26, no publicity. Okay? Think about this way. Like publicity back in the day was get yourself in a magazine or on a newspaper or that sort of thing. Today, publicity is go on a podcast. Publicity is be interviewed for a newsletter. Publicity is creating a video about what you're doing, okay? It doesn't have to be... Now, it's very true still to this day, though, that the medium is the message. Like, if I've published many articles for Entrepreneur magazine over the years. If I publish that article on Brad Sugar's magazine, it's this big. If I publish it on Entrepreneur magazine, then it's this big type thing. So yes, the medium is the message. But remember this, publicity basically is that other people are talking about you. It's not what you say about you. Publicity today is about what other people say about you. That can be your customers. You can get publicity by having your customers. I was chatting with a friend of mine who runs a car dealership. I said, how do you, celebrate someone getting a new car? And he was running through it. He said, Brad, we have a cover for the car, okay? We do an unveiling with a video. We video their face. We, in fact, have 2 cameras, one watching that and one watching their face. We create it all. We turn it into a video. We give them the video and ask them to post it up and tag us. We also post it. Like, you think about that person will post that video and talk about their new car and talk about the dealership that they got it from. All of these things are publicity. It's what other people say about you. Mistake number 27, bad photographs. Now, what do I mean by bad photographs? Let me tell you exactly what I mean by an example, okay? Amazing business. They have beautiful business. They did weddings, catering, events, functions, all of that sort of stuff. And it was in a setting that's like an old Western town, right? And they kept saying to me, Brad, we keep getting these people off our website who, they're cheap. They don't want to invest. They don't want to spend the money. What's wrong? And I took a look at their website and I said, please take a look at your photos as if you were buying from you. Does this photo say luxury, high-end, or does this photo say, come to us if you want a cheap wedding? She said, yeah, you're right. I went and spent the money, got a decent photographer to take decent photos with decent lighting and a decent camera, and hey presto, all of a sudden the type of people coming to them is far better quality. Make sure the photographs represent the quality of what you're doing. And mistake number 28. I'll give you an example right here, right now. Mistake number 28 is not using video. Video is the medium of today. Video is the way you want to communicate. Everything you do should be done on video in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be like super production like I do. I have a TV studio because I create a lot of training content. But what it must be is video. You can do it on your phone. I mean, I know on social media, some of my videos of me just chatting with people in my car, my drive time videos get more views than the hyper-produced stuff that we do. Video is the medium of today. Get it on your social, get it on your website, get it everywhere out there in the marketplace, and make sure you do it. All right, finish up. 28 mistakes. Which ones are you making? Which ones are you not? How do you learn to be different? Listen, connect with your local action coach. I'll make sure there's a link in the notes down below. Connect with them, learn how they can help you grow your business. Marketing is just one area where Action Coach can help you grow your business. Be a subscriber, click that button, make sure you keep coming back, keep learning, and I'll keep getting more videos up to help you learn to grow your business.